Hello and welcome back to No Man's Sky, everybody. ElanPaul here with the 2025-26 Voyagers playthrough, story mode version, of course. Just gonna start out real quick because our expedition for our settlers has reached an end, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into that real fast just to see what they did, and then we'll have a little bit of a swipe screen, and we'll come back to the rest of it as we get Trace of Metal going here. So let's check out what happened. Debrief the settlement expedition. The mission has returned to the settlement with planetary specialist Owen as their leader. They were pursuing hearsay and rumors that whispered of a lost treasure. Their mission was a grand success, and they willingly shared the things they have found. So we can claim the proceeds, which is only 171 nanites, or we can donate the expedition proceeds and bring our debt down by 60,000. So we're going to do that part. There we go. Nice job, guys. They should be happy with themselves. Very, very good. Very good. All right, so we reduced that. It looks like everything's running smoothly and there's nothing else to do right now. Our alert level is at 24%, so we'll see what happens, and we'll come back here in just a little bit. All right, guys, see you in a minute. Okay, and we're back for just a short time. It looks like our starship dock is completed, so we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of real quick right now. There we go. Waiting opening. Open the building. Let there be fireworks. Now, in between these little blurbs, I have been working on my Corvette. So it is now just about complete. There's a line here next to this thing, but cool. All right. So let's head back to our terminal, see where we are with things. Looks like we have something else ready for us. Citizen request. Assistant Lopar wishes to lead a group of citizens on a mission across the planet. They wish to discover the fate of a former overseer who fled the settlement to make a life among the caves. So if we authorize this mission, it'll bring about a settlement debt, which I'm not, too against normally, but I don't see the profit behind this, the reasoning, and I'm going to deny it because I have a funny feeling this is not going to turn out good and will have a negative impact. We'll probably lose a couple of citizens by the time this is all done, so I'm going to deny the request. It's not going to have any negative impact on us if we do. And as you can see, no indicators. So if we go back in here, let's check the status, and status is at 28% right now. We are closing in on the 3 million mark in debt. So I'm hoping that sooner or later, we'll get where we need to be. It looks like happiness dropped to 9% as we build some stuff, but as we upgrade all the equipment around here, I'm hoping that will make a difference. I'm going to start with this, because I think doing this will... Yeah, see, the happiness will go up and productivity a little bit. So let me go ahead and do that. 150 nanites. It looks like it's actually going real quick. Oh, minute and a half update. Okay, yeah, we'll let that go. And let it update. And you can actually go back in here. You can usually slide in here somehow, but I guess I can't. Right. Thought I could. Yeah. Doorway is a little too thick. Alright. Expets Pool. Interesting, weird name. So we're already getting people arriving. Let me move my Corvette a little bit. So the Corvette has an interesting thing, is it beams me up to there, and it is a flat Corvette, so it lands flat on the surface of any surface, if you will. If I want to land it here, I can. Let me show you what I mean. Flat on the ground, see? So it changes, and the cockpit, because of the way it's designed, is a little bit in the ground, but it still works. See, I've even got grass coming up now through the ship. This is hilarious. But I can still wander around, crew berths, nutrient processor. This is funny. So we got a couple doorways leading to other areas. Some living walls. Refiner. I keep the little refiner up here too. But in order to exit, you can either go up the stairwell to the top deck here and, you know, exit the old-fashioned way like I've been doing, or you can go up here and right out the back deck. The reason for that, I can put a landing bay here down below, but for some reason my head can't clear the top, and I don't know why. It looks like it's plenty of room, but it won't let me into the hab for some reason. So I'm trying to figure out a way around that. I might want to wait until I can find like a Titan bay instead and see if maybe the Titan bay will allow me to go through. And if it does, then we'll just switch it and I'll get rid of that top portion. We'll bring it down even further. So there we go. So as these ships land, it brings income into the facility. So that hopefully works out. All right, I think we're progressing. Oh, unveiling. Okay. So it's now a B class. Okay, okay. So we can take another look at this and see if it takes... I'll need a quantum computer to upgrade it again, but it does increase the happiness and the productivity yet again. So we can continue to do that. I'll need a B-class computer. Pardon me, a quantum computer. So I'll just make that real quick. And looks like it's going to take the same amount of time. Another 90 seconds to upgrade that one. There we go. Okay. A little bit of condensed carbon. Got a ship coming in. That's great. So I'm hoping that as this progresses, the colony, or settlement, if you will get better and better. What time of day is it here right now? It looks like 5:38 in the morning. The sun is coming up over the settlement. So this is my new ship. My new Corvette. It's really the same Corvette. I've just adjusted it and made some changes to it. That's about it. So it's a nice, I think it's a nice Corvette personally. So as you can see, I've put some windows in so you can see around this thing. Love the jets on it. And one thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be expanding the inventory very, very soon. I am going to do it in the old-fashioned glitch method because I've got everything in here, but everything's changed around. It's got the supercharged slots in different spots right now, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta rearrange everything. Trying to find the supercharged slots, and it's a C class. Yeah, I gotta get the class upgraded too, and I need at least, I think I have enough, C to B, B to A, and then A to S, which is 10, 25, and 50. So there you go, 85. Yeah, so we've just enough nanites to get this up to an S class. And then I've got to increase the slots, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll do that between phases here. Where'd my settlement go? Oh, it's over here. Wow, I drifted a little further than I thought. I like symmetry, as you know, so. And see if I can get myself oriented over here. That should be good. That way, I can just go ahead and beam down real quick. That's not what I wanted. That's alright. Yeah, that'll work. That's a nice spot for me. So this should be ready to go. Unveiling. Okay, so we're in an A class now. What does it take to make it an S class? Let's find out, shall we? 200 indium, which I do have actually, so that'll increase citizen happiness up 3% more. So that's going to be great. All right, good deal. And then once we're done with that, we'll upgrade some of these buildings as we go, but I want to wait until we get some better stuff going on here, some more buildings and stuff that will add to the facilities, and then we'll go from there. So this should increase the happiness of the village. Let me see, 3, I think it's 6, 7, 8, something like 8 or 9%, I think, all total, with all the upgrades for just the overseer's office. And you see all the other buildings are kind of dilapidated a little bit. It looks like the paint's worn off. things like that. So as we upgrade them to higher classes, this will fix all that. We're halfway there. And then once we're done, we'll go ahead and make sure there's nothing going on at the terminal, and then I'll pause you guys. We'll go to another wipe, and then we'll come back. Sorry, there was noise in the background. I want to make sure you guys weren't picking it up. All right. 90%. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and reopen the building. Okay, so it's now an S-Class. There is no more upgrading we can do to this facility. Okay. If we go in there, see? No special features, but it has increased citizen happiness. So maybe it's only 3% all total. Maybe that's what I'm looking at here. Let's find out. Yeah, it was 3% all total. So instead of the original 2%, it went up 3%, so that's not bad. Productivity's up just a little bit more. It hasn't quite gone anywhere near this, so we need at least 250,000 more units a day in order to take that on. But we are at how much percentage? What is it at? 28% Sentinel alert. Okay, so we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna continue on from here. We'll come back in just a little bit. Okay, so we're back, and it looks like we have a communique coming in, which is really weird. It might just be from my fleets that are out there, but I guess we're going to find out here. Emergency settlement comms. New Sentinel terror attack. The transmission is cut off before the message can be completed. So we need to get back to this the settlement, and this looks like it's it. The fragmented hologram that flickered on my Starship communicator was a citizen of the planetary settlement of which I am the overseer. They were clearly in great distress. Acknowledge the broadcast. I let the settler know I have heard them, though I receive only the harsh alarms of the sentinels in reply. Okay, so we have, there it is, new mission, trace of metal. There we go. So we've got our, as you can see, our ship is ready. Hold on. Let's go take a look at it. So this is what the ship looks like from the outside. So I kind of like it. It's kind of a good-looking ship, if you ask me. Got some glass, got some windows. I love the color. I will make adjustments in the future, but for now, it's frankly, I think, a good-looking ship. The power from this thing is incredible. The blasters are really, really good. As we come into the space station to dock, we'll take a look. I have everything maxed out. It's an S-Class now. So everything's been maxed out. Pulse engine, got all the upgrades for the pulse engine in here. Got all the upgrades, including all the drives for the different, everything like that. Look at this hyperdrive range. Nice. Excellent maneuverability as well. The shield strength is excellent as well. There's the shields, as you can see. Lots of landing gear and everything like that. You know what I didn't add in? Hold on a second. Yeah, I forgot to do 2 solar mirrors and 5 antimatter. Let me do that real quick. 2 solar mirrors and 5 antimatter. I have antimatter. Where's my freighter? Freighter's in the other system. Okay. We'll have to go to the other system then, won't we? I went through the wrong gate again. I keep doing that. I'm going to get used to it one of these days. Go up the right stairwell. Yeah. I know. I'm working on it. I've got enough. I've got like about 20 antimatters in my freighter, for crying out loud, so I just need to get there. So let's go straight to the freighter. Stop calling me Shirley. That was community named, and I really appreciate you guys for naming it that. That was really awesome. Okay, here we go. So now we should be able to just go right straight to the Starship and install this. Okay, we got our antimatter. Done. And we need, 2 solar mirrors? Let's see. Can I make 2? I can. Haha. Alright, good. So now the landing gear is a launch auto charger. I don't know why I didn't add that in earlier, but there you are. Move all this stuff out of the way. We haven't added any of the little... Oh, I can put that in too. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Alright, there we go. So I think that's everything, right? The aquajets. I haven't put aquajets on this thing. Let's go ahead and do that. We need 3 magnetic resonators, which take... I don't know if I have enough. I do. Good. Okay, good. So the aquajets are in there. I don't care about the cargo scan deflector, to be honest with you. And the rest of these are just weapons, except for this one shielding, which I really, I don't know if I can do it, I guess. Let's go ahead and put it in. It's extra armor. Ooh, went up a whole point. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so there we go. So it's all set. Everything's done in here, and it's ready to go. Supercharged slots. We got a charge slot over here at 74,000 damage. Another one over here, so I have that one in place. Although, let me just check something here. I don't think this is as powerful as one of these S-Class upgrades. 6-4 damage. 6-4 damage. 9-5 damage. So this one should go up here. So what does that make it? 71? Hold on a second. Yeah. So that's not bad. We can put it there. That'll work. Alright, so that gives us a little extra damage out of it. Alright, I think we're ready. So let's go ahead and head to the settlement. Extreme Sentinel Assault underway. Let's get moving. Let's see, settlements. We're just going to beam right in there. We're going to have to pull our weapon out pretty quick because there's a Sentinel battle going on. If I remember correctly, there's a mech there too. Okay, we're on our building. How interesting. There we go. I'm down. For the rest. Oh, tough are these guys. Oh, there you are. Should be a 4th one, but I could have swore there was a mech here. Oh, there he is. Found him. Oh, don't worry. You will never repair my guys. Okay. Sentinel forces limited, suppression forces retreating. Okay, good deal. Coming anomalous broadcast. Okay. Let's head over. Where is it coming from? Over here? Alright. Receive anomalous broadcast. Oh, it's Tethys. The terminal. This terminal is fascinating. It's recorded all sorts of data about you and these settlers. I can see they've been... Well, that is not the point. I have shut down your little major domo for now. Robots cannot be trusted. Not with what I have to tell you. Okay, let's go ahead and listen. Anyone with their eyes open could see a sentinel spike of that magnitude, even if they weren't spying on you. What happened? Did they leave any interesting tidbits behind? See what you can find, then come to the anomaly. I have to know more. Signal your agreement. Alright. Well, that was interesting. So what do we got? Gotta take a look around, I guess. To the save. Let's check our log real quick and make sure that there's nothing going on here. Okay, good. What's next? What do we do? Okay, gotta look for debris. Did we find anything in our inventory? A quad servo out of it, a couple other items. Let's go take a look around. Because you know we picked up everything, but I don't know. Maybe there's one thing left behind. Oh, here we go. Rare item, an undamaged drone shell. Oh, interesting. Okay, good deal. Meet with Iteration Tethys. Okay, so we're going to have to head to the anomaly, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Stairs. Into the cockpit. There we go. Okay, we're on our way. Alright, we are in space, so we need to go ahead and pull in the anomaly. Off we go. It took a little while for all this to happen. It's amazing, really. Oh, looks like my ship has a smile. Isn't that nice? 2 eyes, little mouth, like that. Okay, now it's beginning to look like a duck. I don't know why. Sorry. Oh, we are in multiplayer. Let me go ahead and do something here real quick. Let's turn off the network. There we go. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. That's not a good thing. So, let's go up and out. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that was weird. It started floating. Okay, so Tethys is up here. Let's go ahead and check him out. Is he up here? Yeah, he's up here. That's right. The other guy. Never mind. Hey, Tethys. Tethys scans the room there. Narrow eyes started rapidly back and forth. After a slight hesitation, they erupt in a flurry of excitement. Deceit, imposters, betrayal, suspicion. They have eyes everywhere, traveler. Eyes everywhere. But I am not without my own methods. My network sees much of its own. But first, tell me in your own words exactly what happened at your settlement. So we describe the new Sentinels, which are the, corrupted ones. They have never shown mercy to those who try to build on planets. It is a constant. But this is new, unexpected. We must learn more. Reveal the recovered drone shell. Tethys holds the drone in their hands, gently turning it over and over with a softness I had not anticipated. Forgive me, traveler. They have chased me for so long, but I have never seen one so close. Perhaps this one is our key. I could restore it, remap its mind, our own link to their infernal hive. Yes, it would only take a few new components. I shall begin at once. See what you can source from the others. Okay, so we got to start running around the station. We're going to talk to some folks here. Who's next? Looks like we got Quicksilver Vendor. That's Twitch rewards. Okay. Oh, sorry. That's them. Alright, Mercury. Do we find you well, Portal Adept? Explain Tethys' plan. These drones are not the malicious force some imagine them to be, Portal Adept. I believe the Sentinels to be a vital, life-preserving function of the cosmos. I am heartened that Tethys begins to see sense. I will gift you this phylactery. I think that's made up. It holds a whisper of the ether that flows within the portals. Tethys will understand how to make use of it. Okay, so we have a portal phylactery. I don't know. Looks kind of funky if you ask me. I don't know if I want to hold on to someone's phylactery for them. Who's down there? Ariadne. Oh, we got to be careful of Ariadne, because that's where most of our spies come from. Ariadne's face seems to swim as I stare at them. I shake my head and clear my vision. Focus. Ariadne may have the things Tethys needs to restore the drone. Explain his plan. Why would I have anything like that? They begin to cough. They seem ill. Apologies. I have not been myself lately. I do not think I can help you. Like, traveler. Okay. Got some folks over there we can talk to. Let's go over there. Traveler iterations. Interesting. See, these were all travelers at one time. That's fascinating. Gemini. Gemini nods thoughtfully, seemingly lost in some strange calculation. Reveal the plan. Tethys is doing what to a sentinel drone? My friend, this is madness. The robots are not our friends. Explain the drone may be rescued. My eyes long for beauty, traveler, but these sentinels are unthinking parasites, tearing down anything that may elevate us. But, you are, I suppose, building something new, taking that cursed shell and constructing something better? I will help you, but please, keep safe. Take my nanite filament, that your drone may remember me when it awakens. When it awakes. Okay, so we now have a nanite filament. Okay, looks like we get to talk to, is this Hesperus? Yes, Hesperus. Hesperus smiles, happy to see me. Reveal the plan. Oh, kindred, be careful. Even with the best of intentions, we can make such mistakes. The blood of sentinels, it brings only lies. Does Polo know what you are doing? It would be both considerate and wise to let them know. Okay, so they're not going to help. But we need to talk to Polo now. You are building something, friend. Yes, I recognize it in you. Explain about the drone. You are brave, traveler friend. You have always been brave. You may tame your little robot, you may not, but it will always be made of glass. It cannot exist in our home. Take these beads. Yes, it will help to bind them to you. You will be a good robot master. Alright, so we get a third item, beads of glass. Alright, so all the components are gathered. Let's go ahead and head over there to Tethys and talk to them. Tethys is deep in thought. They fix me with an inquiring stare into the components. This handful of junk is what they gave you? No help at all. Ah, well, I can make it work. Tethys takes the damaged sentinel shell and my components. With them, the strange metallic being is reconstructed. Just let me... Here... Nearly... Aha! It's alive, or I'm fairly confident it would be if it weren't for Polo's suppression fields. Its system readout just keeps repeating the word glass. You'll have to take it away from here for a field test. Traveler, take care of it, won't you? Okay, so we now have the Sentinel Flare, and it's in an off state. Okay, so we have to go to our planet. Speak with Iteration Helios to learn of salvage opportunities. Nope, not worried about that. Return to your settlement to field test it. Okay, very good. That's what I was waiting for. So we're going to go here and settlements. There we go. And here we go. So now we're doing it from here because this way we can warp right back to the anomaly anytime we want, which is really handy, let me tell you. And we're back on top of our building again. I don't know why this keeps happening, but that's okay. Alright, so we have to go into our menu. Here's our flare. We're going to activate it. There he is. Alright. Let's check him out. Fault detected. Reverting. Core cognitive functions available. Higher processing disabled. Fixed of the glass. Input required. Select restart routine. So let's start with purging the memory. Memory access denied. Local update signal required. Sentinel pillar node detected. Coordinates locked. Awaiting networking proximity. Download the coordinates. Okay, so I guess we ought to head over there, huh? It's over there. 25 minutes away. But you know what? I think we're going to take a flight over there. As long as we don't leave the system, we should be... Oh, hey, look out. We should be able to just go there. We can go back to the anomaly whenever we wish still. So this might be the hive that I found earlier and I shut them down. It says approximate location. Okay, let's slow down. Whoop, here we go, right here. Yep, this is the place. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. Should be able to just beam down. There we go. Okay. It's guided me to the pillar. Indicate with the terminal to learn more. Okay, here we go. Pillar control nodes operational. Boundary node archive secure. Leave. I don't get it. Whoops. Okay. Well, that wasn't good. Anybody else want to fight? Yeah. Alright, there we go. Boundary node exposed. My exosuit begins integrating directly with the terminal. Its AI flooding with data. I see flashes of schematics, class structures, language files. I'm going to permit it to continue. My exosuit completes its valuable work, though I am unsure what exactly it was attempting to do. /before on the Hive's terminal, suddenly legible. Archive status, open access. Download hardframe blueprints? Confirm. The terminal transfers data to my exosuit, a set of Sentinel hardframe schematics. I feel a great sense of relief. Hardframe right arm for the Minotaur. Cool. Okay. Oh, cool. We get the summoning station and the Minotaur Geobay. Nice. I suddenly hear an alarm begin to sound. New words swim forth from the screen. Local anomaly detected. Category: drone imposter. Attempt network reconstitution. Initiate remote memory purge. Restoration packet. Broadcast. Awaiting remote response. The terminal attempts to broadcast data to the Sentry, but something is wrong. I hear the voice in my exosuit, but none of the words make sense. The terminal screams noiselessly. The screen flashes to black. Okay. Alright, so we have blueprints. That's cool. Where to? The exosuit intercepted a delete signal from the Sentinel pillar. Inspect the reconstructed drone. Alright, well, my drone is just kind of drifting away on its own here. There we go. Remote memory flash complete. Program deploy the Sentry. Vocalization established. Initializing Traveler. Ideolect. Greetings. Hello. Hi. Give a friendly greeting. The Sentinel is delighted. It has never said hello before. You wear mechanical suit. Living clothes with a voice? Yes? Must upgrade. Hard frame? Suit. Synonym. Minotaur. Yes. Now you wear them. Go? Go? Good. Goodbye. Install the Sentinel hard frame right arm. Okay, so we need to head towards our base to do that. Because I can't really do much here. Where is my ship thing? Here it is. Here we go. Wondering why the hatch was open. Okay, let's head to the, let's see, so that's the settlement. We need to go to our base. That way. Okay. One of these days we'll get our Minotaur on our freighter. There we go. right. Okay. Time to exit. We're just going to go out the top here. I think that was a pretty good job getting it where it needed to be. Let's see. So let's put the Minotaur. It's over. Is it over here? No, hold on. Where do we put them? I never know where they're going to be located. We have the recipe. Oh, wait a second. Do we... We're still in the ship inventory. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Okay, we have everything to build a Minotaur Geobay, so let's build it right about here. Alright. We need to install a Sentinel right arm, so let me just move some stuff around real quick. Ionized cobalt. We do have cobalt on us. Hold on. Where are you? We only have 5 ionized. That's the problem. I think we only needed 30, but I'll just keep that going. Alright, so let's see if we can do it now. Yeah, we got everything we need. Good. Alright, so we have a Sentinel. Oh, look at the arm. Check that out, huh? It's dedicated. High velocity stun projectiles, huh? Okay. Fascinating. See, we have no other technology that we can install in our Minotaur yet. We're going to have to acquire a bunch of stuff. Alright, so we're good there. That is ready to go. Interesting. Oh, gotta talk to the drone again. Yes, Minotaur. Yes, good. Affirm. Good. Oh, bad. Bad. Negative. The hive has disrupted your settlement. The settlers are fragmented. See them? Come with you? I've got to return to the settlement. So, I don't know if you've noticed, but inside my base I have my base terminus. Now, before we do that, what we can do is we can go here. Oh, it won't let me go there anymore. Maybe beaming up and down to the ship is what caused that. Okay, well, I was going to go back to the anomaly. Alright, so we're going to go back to our settlement. Really wish my base was a little closer. I mean, had I known that I was going to have a settlement on the planet right there, I probably would have built the base a little closer, but that's okay. On top of the building again. Certain settlers have requested an audience at your office. Okay, very good. Answer citizen questions about the century. My citizens have grown curious. They note the sudden and traumatic appearance of the Sentinel's hard frames, and that the Overseer appears to be accompanied by a rogue drone. Reassure the citizens to demand obedience. I'm going to reassure them. The citizens are pleased by your words. They have lived in fear of the Sentinels their entire lives and now hope for peace. They wish to assist you in your search for answers and have prepared an expedition. Abandoned building or a monolith? I'm thinking monolith will have what we're looking for. I don't think the abandoned building's a smart idea. Alright. On their way. The estimates pool team searching a monolith of clues about the Sentinels. Sentinel says citizen expedition in progress. So how long will that take? Let's find out. No. No. Still climbing. Let's see. The log, maybe? There we go. Manage my settlement. No, we're still here. Okay, we're still there. It just says in progress. It doesn't say how long it's going to take, though. Oh. Weak? Where is he? He's inside here, or is he behind it? He's behind it. Guy likes to drift around a lot. Oh, vocalization bad. Help. Me? You? Go there. There, place. Accept the coordinate data. The drone transmits a set of numbers to my exosuit. They do appear to be valid coordinates. Galaxy map, though. Huh? Okay. Okay, here we go. So, let's go to the map. Where's it taking me? Alright, it's taking me to a system that looks like I've been to before. Let's check it out. Okay, where to? Investigate the scrambled coordinates. Oh, okay, over this way, huh? Alright. Yep, I've been to this system before. Been to that planet as well. I did a lot of my searching in this system for salvageable scrap. So... I like to see the pulse engine really taking its time lowering, so that's nice. Good, good, good. Down we go. Not a bad planet. It's the Sentinels aren't aggressive here, but this planet is prone to storms, even though it's a nice looking planet. Okay. Might be it right there. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to break our way in. There we go. I think the music is cool. Alright, so what do we do? Search the Sentinel factory terminal. Facility status, intrusion detected, production paused, awaiting restart authorization. Factory terminal looks just like any other, another anonymous facility, another meaningless screen of data. But the numbers that scroll past call out to me. I find my hand upon the panel. A needle extends from the glove of my suit. Did not know I had a needle in my suit. I did not move my arm. I'm going to give in. I surrendered to my exosuit. I am a statue, a powerless witness to whatever it is attempting. Wave after wave of numbers fill this terminal screen. Patterns swirling as my exosuit communes with the data. At last, it halts upon a prompt. I understand. Glass archive breached. Boundary status open. Download hardframe blueprints? Confirm download. The factory is a portal, an anonymous, I keep saying that, anonymous node no more. Through this window, my exosuit retrieves another set of Sentinel hardframe schematics from whatever world of data lies beneath. There was no need to feel afraid. Okay, we got a left arm out of it. Requires hydraulic wiring, but that's okay. Network status, additional entry registered, Laylaps. The Sentry, deactivated unit number 4927G. Neural upgrade noted. Available. Proceed. Transmit. Neural upgrade packet broadcast awaiting remote response. Okay. So I think Laylaps, or our Sentry, if you will, just got upgraded. Stop running away. Network purge complete, restoring basal cognitive layer. Feeling better, feel fresh. Greetings, Telemon. Ask who Telemon is. Perhaps I have made an error. Yes, error. Apologies, traveler. Please accept my fault. To establish better bond, install hardframe blueprint to your Minotaur. You compute more. Alright, so we're gonna head back now. Down the stairs. There we go. Turn to a planetary surface to summon the Minotaur. You know what? We can do that, can't we? I forgot about that because we already had... That was one of the great things about this particular freighter that I got, is that it... Whoa, okay, that was a bit close to the ground, my friend. No, that's the button. It had a call-in ability. Why is there a gap there? Anybody? Anybody? I feel like I have a problem with my ship. So we should be able to just call it in. Alright, so we have to call in our freighter. Okay, and now we should be able to call in our towcraft. There we go. Okay, and now we can install the other arm. And since the freighter's here, it has hydraulic wiring, so there we go. So the left arm is now installed. So the left arm, mining laser with a powerful combat upgrade with the ability to deal heavy damage to stunned entities. 400% damage to stunned entities. Mining laser, impact fire duration. What? Hold on. Okay. Trying to change things, but it's not allowing me to change, so my guess is that I have to have a mining laser installed, and I don't have one yet, so alright, good to know. I guess we gotta talk to Laylaps. Your settlers has returned. Okay, so we gotta go back to our at our terminal. Okay. Alright, here we go. We could do hyperspace, or we could just go through the freighter. You know what? Is the freighter charged? Whoops, wasn't trying to shoot my ship. My finger slipped. I swear. Keep doing that. Come on, get up there. Alright, we're here. Let me just check something, because I don't know if the freighter is charged yet. It is not. Put that back, actually. It's a new item that we can install. Excellent. Alright, so we can make one of these, and we drop it in here. Alright, let's take this for a spin, shall we? Whoop, hello. Right there. I have yet to take my freighter on a hyperspace journey, so thank you for joining me for it. He always picks himself up off the deck like he had to lay down while he was doing it. Never understood that. Okay. Let's beam over to the... That's not what I was trying to do. Go. We have to go to our settlement. And I mean, we could have done that earlier, but now the freighter's in the system with us, so that's what I was aiming for here. Alright, let's see how they did. Debrief the expedition. The citizens who went seeking answers about the Sentinels have returned from their expedition. They report they found a Sentinel hardframe blueprint, but the atmosphere is subdued. Thank the explorers, question the explorers. Let's question them, find out why they're subdued. The citizens are reluctant to speak further. There are mutterings about the water, swirling rumors that are difficult to understand. They do not seem quite themselves. So if we release them, we get creeping, spreading glass. If we quarantine them, we get the feature quarantined explorers. I want to go with the creeping, spreading glass. I know it sounds bad, but I actually like that one, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, so now we get hard frame legs, which we have the ability to do. If we check our pool status, you see... Oh, you tell me you can put more in here? Do not drink the water. That's hilarious. Do not drink the water. That is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Alright, so now we can do our... Let's see, hold on. Okay, so now we can put his legs on. Pugnium and a hard frame engine, which we had plenty of. Okay, they're installed, ready to go. Alright, where is my buddy? Oh, I heard him. Where is he? There he is, okay. I am thinking about names, Telemon, not Telemon. Places have names, people have names, even clothing. But I do not possess a name. Why? Say they are a drone. Once maybe I was a drone, but not now. I know. I will give myself a name. I will call myself Laylaps. That is a good name, is it not? Say hello to Laylaps. Lights flash within Laylaps' carapace. They are delighted to hear their name. Your Minotaur friend needs a mind before it can flourish. I can help. I can help. I see the big walkers. I see where they walk. Obtain the brain of a walker. Bring it to your anomaly. Bring it to Tethys, not Telemon. Accept direction to the walkers. We are doing so well. Okay, I've already got those brains, but now you want me to get a pristine walker brain from over there. How far out is that? Off planet, okay. Can't walk there then, got it. Take out a walker, I guess. Close the hatch. Why? It's always open. Letting that draft. Okay. So we are coming up on the 1 hour mark. I do want to try to finish this particular run. Alright, so there's our planet. Been to this planet too. Ah, yes. Alright, so it says it's an approximate location. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in a little bit steeper. Slow down. Watch carefully. Okay, guys? You're looking for a walker. Oh, there it is. See it down there? Bottom right? Right next to the plaque. That's where we need to go. Okay. Slow down here. Alright, so we need to take out the walker. We're all set. Here we go. Very powerful weapon we got here. Pristine brain. A regular brain. Think we got everybody. All set, guys? Yes? Alright. Okay, so we gotta bring the brain to Tethys, so we gotta go up to the anomaly now. And here we go. Alright, to the anomaly we go. So what's this brain look like? Let's see. Okay, so there's the brain. Interesting. Go up the second stairwell to get out. There we go. We're figuring it out, right? Okay, so back to Tethys. Now, if you want to, you can take the portal, but if you have a pretty decent jetpack, just fly up. Okay, here we go. Still alive, I see. That is a good start. Okay, then. Tethys is doing their best to appear aloof and unconcerned, but it is clear to me that they are struggling to contain their excitement. Before I can reply, they explode with questions. Did it work, Traveler? Tell me. Did the drone live? Where has it led you? What have you learned? Say the drone is doing well. Excellent, we have done well indeed. Oh, I do wish I could see it, but I cannot leave this anomaly, and this anomaly is the one place that drone can never be. Say the drone gave itself a name. Name? It gave itself a name? That is unusual. That is beyond simple engineering. I should have looked more closely at those beads Polo gave you. That geck is always up to something. Reveal the pristine brain. I've seen a lot of things in my time, Traveler, but never one so beautiful. And you say our drone friend told you to bring it to me? Remarkable. So, we want this to go in your Minotaur. I like how you think, Traveler. Bring the heavy armaments to the fight against the Sentinels. There's a few vulnerabilities in these things. Should be a simple enough job to bypass a few circuits. Yes, this won't take long. There, done. I've done the hard part for you and rewired the brain. This schematic should take you through the rest of the process. So we have a hard frame body, collection of salvage components from a Sentinel hard frame, reconditioned to fit the Minotaur heavy exocraft hybrid. Will function as a semi-autonomous artificial pilot plug-in. Installation allows the Minotaur to traverse planets itself and engage in combat or mining activities to support its primary operator. The AI pilot will always cede control to the primary operator when they enter the cockpit. Excellent. Okay. But Traveler, this brain, it won't be enough. It needs something else, something crimson. Well, look, you'll find out soon enough. The signature I've encoded in the brain will draw its attention. Head out into space, you'll know what to do. Fly well, Traveler. Okay, that's not cryptic at all, is it? Let's see where this leads us, and we're just about the hour mark now. I don't want to go too long with this episode, but I think we're just about there. This is probably going to be our last episode of the playthrough. Oops, too far. There we go. Sitting in the floor. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a different cockpit with this. Alrighty. Activate the pulse drive. Okay, so let's do that. Where's my base at? Let's go this way towards the settlement. But off to one side, of course. Now would be good. Ooh. Cool. Coming message. The Atlas beacon drifts through space, impossibly silent and impossibly loud. It knows I am here. Present the hack brain. Messenger of the Atlas. This, Dexter, endless reality. Existence is something. Existence is fragments. Existence is something. Something of us is endless communication. Communion, pardon me. Radiant brain. Shifting nanite clusters sewn together within a pugnium filament. This circuit is painfully hot to the touch. The purple light that leaks from within it. Its wiring has softened, as if it has become less hostile. Previously embedded within a Sentinel Walker, this semi-organic computer has been altered by both iteration Tethys and a messenger of the Atlas. The words of the beacon ring a crimson echo in my ears. Their terrible music has stirred something within the hacked brain. It pulsates with a new and radiant life. Oh, look at that. That is pretty neat. You know I'm gonna have to do this. Can we fly to it? Gotta try. That's crazy. How close can we get? That's the closest we can get. Picture time. Whoa, okay, it's changing and tilting. I don't know why. I wasn't trying to. Okay. Maybe my ship is tilted to begin with? This is crazy. I can't really control it. I don't know why. There we go. I want to picture that. That is too cool. Sorry. Gotta get a couple pictures here, guys. And I don't mind not pausing the recording to do this. Because this gives us the ability to float around now, so we can do things like this. Let's get as close as possible with the ship. I want to see if we can get the ship in the picture. Okay, backing us off whether we like it or not. There we go. Ah, crud. Now let's get a picture. Now I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to have to do a lot of tilting here. Really weird. Okay. The control mechanism to do this is very, very strange. Like if I'm going left and right with my mouse, it's tilting in a very odd way. That's not the right way. Wow, okay. There we go. I think that's a good picture right there. Nice. Alright, guys. Very, very odd. But cool. I'm going to have to do this with a lot of these weird things that come up. Alright, so where are we going? I think we got to head back to our settlement, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yep, that's what it's telling us to do. Did we miss it? Where'd my settlement go? There it is. I was a little off. There we go. We're gonna dive down. Can we beam down? Oh, we can. Awesome. So there's our exocraft. We can do this right now. And we got everything we need, so let's just go ahead and build it. Guess what? That's cool. Come on, man. That is really, really cool. Nice. What's up, Laylaps? Laylaps is delighted by the transformation of the Minotaur. There, Minotaur is not robot machine anymore. It is friend, or not friend. They can choose. I am so glad you agreed to help Telemon, not Telemon. Demand to know who Telemon is. Laylaps is amused by my concern. Of course, you do not know, do you? Well, it does not matter. I am glad we are friends. Lights chitter again within Laylaps' shell, a hesitating, halting pattern. They appear to be considering something of importance. I will prove we are friends. Erase me from the pillar records, attack the hive, attack the sentinels with my blessing. We are a team. Okay, well, that seems to be the last thing that we're going to be doing, is we have to attack the... Yeah, I thought so. Off planet. We got to go someplace else to do this time. Alright, where is my... there it is. We'll pull in the Sentinel, the Minotaur to do this. The thing is, it doesn't really have any weapons, so it could get damaged, just as a heads up. So one of these days I'll upgrade the Minotaur and get a bunch of things on it. Alright, so it's going to take me to the ugly planet over there. We're going to do our fight from this pillar instead. What a good way to end this, huh? Alright, this is approximate coordinates. Pull that up. Too far. Okay, hold on. This way. Whoa, 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 slow down. Right here. We're like really close, and I don't know how in the world we are so close to it when I don't see anything down there. How about you guys? I don't see anything here. See here? He is. Look at that. So where is our target? 300 units that way. Okay, well, let's head that way. Hey, buddy. Not to hurt me, okay? These things work for anything. Okay, we got Diplos on this planet. They're small. Oh, it is the Sentinel Hive. Okay, well. Are we ready? Where's my friends? There he is. Here we go. Defeat the guards? What guards? Missing one. Could be one more. He's in here. Over here. Okay. Node open. Warning, boundary node exposed. Once again, I find myself at a terminal to the Sentinel's glassy archive. Once again, I am passive in the face of this hostile interface. Laylaps has requested a total severance. I will make it so. Severance packet broadcast. Remote response confirmed. A lot of exclamation points. Entity erased. As Laylaps severs themselves completely from the hive mind, I see flashes of light, images of a world where everything is like glass, and I finally understand. This is my fate, the inevitable after. It's just an archive, the completion of data. Pillar control nodes operational. Boundary node active. Archive. Secure. Rogue imposter purged from archive. And we're done. If I go back in here, can I check it? Yeah, I can. 3. Oh my, look at that. Memories of the Sky, huh? Nice. It's actually not bad. I mean, it's got 2 supercharged slots kind of apart from each other, but we got some nice stuff in here. This is a nice looking one. Yeah, I'm going to take this one, I think. So we'll go ahead. Now I can only exchange, huh? Okay. That means I've got some crappy ones in my... I didn't want to do the logs, I'm sorry. Ariadne. I don't know if you noticed that. Manifesting Personality Protocol, Voice of the Hive. Time cannot go backwards, but universes are not synchronous. In many, your other life forms are long since dead. In others, you have not even yet appeared. After its manifestation in the multiverse, the Atlas began to repeat itself. Where once there had been infinite sentient species, 6 began to recur. Then 5, then 4. Return to the main controls. So it's a really interesting storyline to check out. So boundary node exposed. We're going to go ahead and log off for now. There we go. And let me check the multi-tools because I want to get this multi-tool. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Extract weapon, prepare, exchange. There we go. We're done. Alright, go back to my other multi-tool real quick. Actually, you know what? Let me pull it out. Hold on. So there's the multi-tool. That's what it looks like. Not bad, huh? So there's your Eisenton Galaxy coordinates at the bottom left. Okay, and of course, we want to get the coordinates at the top right. So negative 4683, negative 14780. And that's where you can find this one. Alright, guys. So let me switch back. Alright, and we need to leave this taco stand. Oh, inspect my drone. Crap. Not operating the hatch. Beam down. Where's my drone? Alright, here we go. This does not have to be your destiny anymore. Telemon, not Telemon. It doesn't have to be the end. It won't be. We have died once. We won't die again. We will have such fun. We will save the worlds. Of our chance of failure is practically null. Isn't that interesting? Agree. I knew we would do it. We have all done so well. Mission complete. Trace of metal has been completed. Alright, so Laylaps is now part of my group. And we can turn them off and on right here. See? But you'll notice that it is no longer part of it. So we're going to go back to the settlers. one last take a peek at everything, and in the future, probably what I'll do is if I play this, if we do some like relaxed play, we'll use this particular playthrough to do so, and you guys can see how well we've progressed along with it, to see where we are and everything like that. I am going to develop this particular settlement because I am curious at the new aspects of it, and in upgrading all the buildings and seeing how that will affect the settlement and turn it from C, hopefully all the way up to an S-class settlement. Plus, we're on a beautiful planet, so, you know, why not, right? Alright, here we are. And that should be the last of all of the things that we need to do in this particular story mode. So let's go ahead and drop down. There we go. There's our guy. He'll follow me around forever because I don't have a choice. Alright. I think that's it, guys. That's been absolutely fascinating to be able to do this with you guys. I really appreciate you. Let me just check, see what we got. No pending decisions. 2% alert. Drop down a little bit, but we'll get there. Alright. So I'm pretty sure that's all the missions that we have to do. I don't think there's any other missions to complete, and we should be done at this point. I'm going to check into that. Hold on just a second. I'm going to actually do it right now, so I'll pause for just a moment. Every time I think to myself that I might have forgotten something, I get reminded by somebody. So what I'll do is I'm going to leave this open to you folks. Drop a comment into the comment section and say, hey Paul, you forgot. Fill in the blank. I'm pretty sure this is the end of the storyline for everything that we've done. So the only thing we need to do is go through a black hole to complete a submission, and I'm really not going to do that with you folks. I mean, we can. I guess that's one possibility. We can do that because we have that in the log right now, track a black hole. We can do that real quick here. This takes a couple moments, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. There we go. And you can see there's black holes all over the universe here. We can go anywhere we want to get one. Let's go ahead and go to this one. And then we're going to call it. But I've done a quick search on everything I could think of, and I can't find anything else that we need to do to complete everything. That is a really cool planet. Flourishing, huh? High sentinel activity, so it's not a paradise planet, but it is sure enough a very nice looking planet. They all seem to be purple, huh? Gamma infested, yeah. Okay. I don't think there's any reason for us to continue. Let's go ahead and go through our black hole and complete out the last of the secondary missions that are easily completed. We're going to use our Corvette to go through this time rather than ourselves. And it used to be that you go through a black hole and there'd be damaged components on your ship, but we don't have that problem. So. Okay, so there we go. Should do it. It is gone from our menu here. We've completed that as well. We've gone 437,000 light years to a different area of the galaxy. So we'll go ahead and hit the space station to get back. And while we're going into this wonderful space station, we can check over here and see that we have 4 planets in an unknown system that we're at right now. So not bad. Alright. That's it. So let's head back. get another building opportunity, it seems, and we'll go ahead and do that with you guys. Settlement. Ended a settlement, and it's funny how I said all along throughout the entire series that I wouldn't do the settlements. I'm not going to do the settlement. I ended up having to do the settlement anyway. I'll remember that for next time, that we have to continue to do the settlement and probably do it when it pops up next time, so that way we have it going along the whole entire series. But we have a couple ideas on 2 different series that we're going to do coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Let's go to the terminal. Construction opportunity, Starship dock or utility module. Productivity will be increased marginally by either one. And everybody wants the machinery unit. Okay, so let's do the machinery unit. Okay. And we'll bring pure ferrite, get that going, and we're going to call it after this. Wow, he kind of put it all the way out here. Okay. 20 minutes to get that done. So I'll be working with this for a little while, and it looks like we have a lot of open area over here, so I'm assuming we're going to be filling a lot of this in as time goes by, so that ought to be pretty neat. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the series. I have too. I think it's been a pretty cool series, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit. I know what to do next time, so that way we can kind of do things as they come up rather than saying, nope, I don't feel like doing that. We're going to do it. So 2 new series coming out that I'm going to be getting involved in. I'm probably going to do them back to back, but it also depends upon Hello Games and what updates they have coming out soon. So it may change some things up a little bit, but maybe we'll take a little bit of a break and we'll see how things go. One idea I have is to do a permadeath playthrough all the way through to the end, to the center of the galaxy in permadeath, and not acquiring any other ship, but using the Radiant Pillar the whole way. And I will use the Radiant Pillar even to go through the center of the galaxy and do all the repairs and everything like that, so that'll be a neat thing to do. The second thing we're going to do is possibly doing another normal playthrough. I'm going to go head over here because I want to get a save point going, because it auto-saves, but I want to do this anyway. Alright. So the other thing I want to do is possibly do another type of story mode playthrough, in maybe keeping it in normal mode, but doing it in a completely cheating fashion. We will cheat the ever-living crap out of it. The only thing we won't do is add mods. Maybe we'll keep it in normal mode, but we're going to glitch duplicate everything we possibly can to acquire whatever we can and complete everything as fast as possible. So that way, you know, even upgrading ships and upgrading weapons and everything like that, we will just do everything we can to duplicate everything we can, you know what I mean? And we can go into creative, back and forth into creative and everything, so we can get free things or get things taken care of in a quicker way, just to show you, you know, that it is possible to get something done that quickly when you need to. So again, we want to thank you guys. I was hoping it would be daylight by the time we got this done. You know what we ought to do? We ought to head back to our home. Let's do this from our house. New place here in the Eisentim system. Let's go back to our base. There it is. And we'll do it from there. Because it's almost constantly daylight there. It is only like about 5 hours in-game time, that is, of darkness at this base. There we go. Oh, that's funny that he's up on top here. I like that. Alright, so here we are. Guys, thank you again for watching. Really appreciate it. Hit the like, hit the sub if you like what you've been seeing. Drop me a comment. Let me know if I've missed something or forgotten something. And we will see you guys in the next series. And if not, you'll see me in the anomaly missions every Friday. Not to mention, you'll see me, I'm sure, doing speed runs in any expedition that comes out. Thank you again for watching. Take care, everybody. Stay around for the end screen. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.